First, as a general matter, preserve stuff. Once you know that there might be a lawsuit, you have a duty to preserve. And what that means is, if you discover something really bad in their social media, it is very tempting to throw the phone out the window. It is very tempting to close those accounts. If you think that you're going to pursue a lawsuit, try to resist that temptation and reach out to us. We can help collect data. And we just preserve, right? We put it in place. We hang on to it. Everything: photos, text messages, devices, right? Don't trade in phones. Preserving it is really important. And so as a general matter, families should try to preserve. The other thing is sometimes it's getting the evidence, right? So it's, if your child will show you what's on social media, great. If you can get access to it, great. If you can't, you can't. These products are not designed to give parents insight into what their kids are doing. Also, don't think that we can't help you just because you don't know account names, right? We can go in there, we can get basic information, we can, preserving the devices and the data, we can also reach out to the defendants and often figure things out that way. These products are not designed for that. So I would also say that the big thing, case aside, litigation aside, the number one thing is to do what you can to support and get help for your child. When you recognize changes in behavior, it's so easy these products tell us they're safe. I saw a commercial just the other day, it's Christmas time, right? And you're already seeing commercials where the 11-year-old, 12-year-old kid opens up a package, it's a new iPhone. The deck is stacked against us as a society, as parents. So just keep an eye on your kid. And if you see behavior, it's easy to say, oh, well, they're a teenager. 9 times out of 10, but that's normal teenage behavior. Keep an eye on it and look for the sources. Is it, the phone at night? Sleep deprivation is a huge problem for developing brains. It is incredibly bad for these kids. And, even as an adult, if we don't get enough sleep, we become less rational, more emotional. The problem is worse when it's a kid. So also try to keep an eye on sleep. A lot of parents don't realize, they'll say, well, I put the phone in the hall. Thus far, virtually every child I've talked to have said, yep, and then when they're asleep, I go get the phone. Right? I have parents who will plug it in on their night table and the kids will sneak into their room. It is difficult and it is wildly unfair that these companies are designing and distributing products that make us feel like prison wardens. But in reality, your kid getting sleep is really important, and they're not going to tell you if they're not sleeping. And they're not even able to control it in the sense that they're not doing it on purpose. And that's the other thing I would say too to parents is give yourself some grace, but also kids. If you think of it like an addiction, which can be a loaded term, right? But a harmful dependency, if you think of it like something that they're not in control of, we start to look at things differently, right? Instead of just yelling or taking away the phone, it's understanding they're not in control of how they feel about this product. And it's designed that way.